for watching this side up for stealthybox.com with me, Jemma Morgan, bringing you the day's news and previews for all things PlayStation. Avalanche Studios have released a bunch of really cool looking screenshots for Just Cause 3. The hotly anticipated third-person action game is looking incredible. The new screenshots have got a load of explosions, guns, planes, cars, parachuting. It's got all the kind of things you'd expect from an action game. I personally haven't played any of the Just Cause games before, and I wasn't really interested in the game series beforehand, but looking at these screenshots, it's definitely getting me more interested in it. I'm not sure if I might purchase the game. I'll have to see, but when we find out some more news for the game, you guys will be the first to know. A limited edition of the PlayStation 4 is going to be available for the Chinese release of the PlayStation and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita. So to commemorate the launch in China, they're releasing this beautiful faceplate for the PlayStation 4. It's like of a golden dragon, and it looks just absolutely top notch. I really like it, and it's a shame that I'm not going to be able to get a hold of it myself. I'm sure some smart people will be able to get a hold of it through eBay and different places like that. And the PS Vita, you'll be able to get a really nice pouch for the PS Vita with a similar design. And the Chinese launch of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita will be available on January 11th. Bethesda Studios have announced the first batch of DLC for The Evil Within for early 2015. So the assignment is the first chapter of a two-part story-based adventure, followed by part 2 called The Consequence, and the third DLC pack will be released later in the year. I haven't played The Evil Within. I've seen it half price in a lot of game stores, and every time I've seen it I've been thinking, oh, I kind of want to pick it up. I see it next to Alien Isolation, and it's the same sort of thing that I'm thinking, oh, it's not too expensive, it's like £20. I'm thinking about picking it up. The art, the front cover of the game looks pretty creepy, so that intrigued me, but I haven't played it yet. But it is on my list of games that I want to play, but if it gets a little bit cheaper, I probably will pick it up. But you guys who do own The Evil Within, make sure to pick up the DLC when it comes out early next year. Okay, so Sony have revealed the contents of the European Collector's and Nightmare Edition Collector's Edition for Bloodborne. So both versions will include at launch, they will both be available at launch, and they'll include a steel bookcase, art book, digital soundtrack, you know, all the stuff you usually expect from collector's editions. However, the Nightmare Edition is going to have a gothic book and a quill. And I saw this and I was like, oh wow, that is super cool. I love stuff like that. That is amazing. So I'm really happy for that. I don't know if I can really afford to pick up the Nightmare Edition, but anybody who is picking it up, I'm sure you're going to be really excited with this little bonus you're getting with it. And Bloodborne is going to be released March 2015. So guys, I've been thinking about collector's editions and standard editions of games, and recently we have seen a trend that a lot of games being released are released with your standard edition, which is basically just the game. That's all you get with it. You just get the game. And they also release either 1 or 2 tiers of the game as well. So you probably get the collector's edition with a little few extra things in it, or you can get like the super duper ultra mega collector's edition that costs like $90 or something like that. And what gets my goat about a lot of these collector's editions is that usually you don't get anything of substance within them. Getting the soundtrack of the game is nice, but I don't think it's worth spending another $20 on it. And usually the little knickknacks you get within a game are not worth it. You usually get like a gun, or if it, you know, you get a gun, you get like a silly hat, you get a little pet. And when it comes to physical collector's editions, I'm more likely to cough up the extra money because you get the nice art books, you get little trinkets in it like Bloodborne, you get the Gothic notebook and the quill, which is very cool. I know from personal experience that I'm a bit of a sucker when it comes to collector's editions. I will spend quite a lot of money to get those extra little trinkets and knickknacks. I have been well known to spend like the $20 extra for just getting the stupid little gun or the stupid little hat or the little dog or something like that you get in the game. But they really are such a waste of money. I know from personal experience, I still buy the World of Warcraft collector's editions, and I used to have to buy 2 of the physical collector's editions because I had 2 accounts and I didn't want to miss out. So it's something that's a kind of a point of contention for me. I'd like to know, guys, what do you think of collector's editions? Would you rather they didn't release digital collector's editions with all the little knickknacks? Do you kind of wish they would just release physical collector's editions of the games with all the cool stuff like art books and little trinkets and like physical stuff you can kind of cherish, as opposed to little things in game that don't really have much value? Or would you rather they just stuck to releasing games, just standard games like that, instead of dealing with all these collector's editions and all that nonsense? So guys, I'd love to know what your comments are, so make sure to leave them down below. Alright guys, well that's it for today. Remember to like, comment and share this video. Please visit us at stealthybox.com. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for all your PlayStation news and reviews. And until next time guys, happy gaming!